One of the strangest things surrounding the Saturn cult is the pictures of its poles taken by NASA's Voyager and Cassini. You can see an unexplained hexagonal vortex storm at Saturn's north pole. The hexagon is a flattened cube when viewed in 3 dimensions. It looks rather odd that ancient mystics somehow knew about it and worshipped it even before the pictures were taken. The first mention of Saturn comes from the heyday of Greco-Roman civilization, where it acted as a deity to be worshipped. Saturn, in Roman mythology, Kronos corresponds to him in Greek, was worshipped as the supreme deity. He was predicted that one of his children by the goddess Rhea would rob him of his power. To prevent this from happening, Saturn decided to destroy potential rivals through eating them. According to the myth, the god swallowed the babies one by one. However, one child was spared by Rhea. It turned out to be Zeus. Saturn was often depicted as Baphomet and Satan, associated with the devouring of children. Some foreign theorists claim that eating the fruit from the tree of knowledge metaphorically represents the eating of babies. There is a belief that Cain actually ate Abel, and the word cannibal came from that, not from the people of Haiti. But these are just theories. In many classical works of art, one finds references to Satan as Saturn devouring children. The Star of David has a cube encoded in it. Also, Jews read only the Old Testament and verses from the Torah. This is evident in the Tefillin, part of Jewish prayer gear, a pair of black painted boxes made from the skin of a kosher animal and containing the Torah, Parshat, written on parchment and placed on the forehead and arm. The same symbolism can be seen in Islam. This is the Kaaba in Mecca, which is a black cube around which people gather and circle, which is literally an imitation of Saturn and the movement of its rings. So, if we go further, we see that the zodiacal sign of Aquarius is ruled by the planetary power of Saturn. The age of Aquarius is of great importance in occult circles, because it is during this period that colossal changes in the human psyche should take place, and the new age of Aquarius, or as Aleister Crowley said, the Aeon of Horus, will replace the Christian age of Pisces. In the new age, the transformation of human consciousness will take place through transhumanism. This concept has its roots in the ancient ages, the search for a golden age, and underneath noble goals, like improving the quality of human life, there is a cult of Lucifer worship. It is safe to say that the ancient Greek god Pan is also associated with Saturn. Pan is considered the spirit of the lower worlds. He was depicted surrounded by a forest, with an erect penis, drunk and lecherous, with nymphs frolicking around him. He could be said to rule man's lower nature, his animal side. The great god Pan was worshipped as the author of the sacred dances he invented to symbolize the circular rotation of the celestial bodies. Pan is a composite creature. His upper part, except for the horns, is human, and his lower part is goatish. Pan is the original image of natural energy. The god himself is a symbol of Saturn, because this planet sits on the throne of Capricorn, whose emblem is a goat. Freemasons praise the concept of great work, the alchemy of life, in which crude, metal or human beings are transformed into gold or God. The great work is a journey to reach a state of divinity, to become like God and make something out of nothing. The first step in this process is called Nigredo, black phase, lead, and its symbol is the black sun. The black sun is the first step on the path to enlightenment or immortality, which is achieved through the Philosopher's Stone. The Philosopher's Stone is known for turning lead into gold, and lead is the metal of Saturn, so poisoning by lead compounds used to be called Saturnism. The sun has traditionally been associated with gold, so Saturn's turn to the sun is the alchemical process of the Philosopher's Stone, a metal based on transformation. This is where the fun begins. The Illuminati are the old elite who hunt the young. Analogy to Kronos, Saturn devouring children. This allows the Illuminati to get closer to their golden age by sacrificing the youth to the devil Saturn, representing the material world, forcing them to pursue material goods by working themselves into endless daily servitude, because of the educated desire of the masses to consume. Separately, I would like to talk about the holiday of Saturnalia, founded by the ancient Romans in honor of Saturn. It was celebrated on December 17th according to the Julian calendar, and later the celebrations were extended to December 23rd. There were human sacrifices and gladiatorial fights to the death, in which the dead were also considered victims for Saturn. During the feast, slaves were freed from labor and could eat at the common table. The lords fed them and could even do them favors. This tradition has survived to this day, taking the form of all sorts of Christmas corporations, where superiors treat their subordinates. The Romans also took part in the festival. They called it Sol Invictus, Invincible Sun, and celebrated it on December 25th, which is the first day after the winter solstice. Sol Invictus was the Roman sun god, and this may be another retelling of the story of Nimrod and Semiramis. The images of the invincible sun are very similar to the Statue of Liberty of Semiramis. Conclusions. Saturnian gods exhibit a number of very similar traits in all the cultures in which they are revered. However, kindness, gentleness and generosity are not particularly characteristic of them. The avatar of the Saturnian god is a real force whose influence cannot be avoided. His attention is more traumatic and destructive than anything else. Therefore, the ancients sought ways to propitiate him through celebrations, sacrifices, rituals, and other magical acts.